Hello everyone. I'm Xin Pan from the University of Nottingham in China, and today I'd like to talk about the game stream. And overall, this presentation is building on approaching game streams as a kind of metagaming. It's a practice around games that reveals how players creatively manipulate the original game system using external informations. For individual players, it is often hard to experience a game in diverse way due to personal play styles. Watching game streams, in this sense, provide a window into how different players engage with a specific games. So this kind of practice surrounding games can shape one's understanding with specific one's can shape one's understandings of certain game texts. And this ideas echoes Mia Consal's position that certain commercialized game text can only be understood in relation to other text from other media. And I would like to, in addition, I would like to also argue that the players can derive pleasures from these practices compared to playing the game by themselves. So in this presentation, I would like to look at the case of Tears of the Kingdom, the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This game was released in May 2023, and 1 week after its release, an internet event with the hashtag called "campaigning to be the header of Rojba" emerged on Chinese social media. That is posting a number of short game streams showing players' humorous failure moments in this game. Some failure moments were captured accidentally, while some of them result from the players' a deliberate experiment with the unexpected ways of play. In addition to these clips, there are also many players showcase different play styles through streams, particularly those unexpected, creative, and transgressive. And this style of play, usually called transgressive play, which is understood as the particular style of play that subverts the game designer's intended gameplay. Transgression springs out of the player's non-breaking and conventional challenging actions. As the authors argues that understanding this as a transgressive play is crucial for us to understanding gaming culture, because it challenges the ideas of the implied players which who inscribed in the games. He used the example called what hot jumping, which is a technique to make the avatar reach in-game landscapes, which is not supposed to be accessed. And interestingly, we can also find a similar thing in Tears of the Kingdom as well. And in this presentation, I would like to first identify different types of transgressive play strings first, and then explore how these strings create or construct pleasures of play. And this research draws on a data collection of hundreds of Tears of Kingdom game strings, and these strings were collected from Chinese stream platforms called Bilibili and some online community forums, including Weibo, Twitter, and Reddit. And all this data were collected between May 2023 and May 2024. These strings were identified using the keywords, including Tears of the Kingdom, trolling for the content, innovative, and unexpected, to make sure their features with the innovative and transgressive gameplay content. And the selection was based on their popularities, which measured by view counts and likes. So after reviewing and organizing these videos, I summed up a spectrum of the transgressive play strings. This spectrum indicates the varying degrees of transgression in gameplay. As the transgressive playing is associated with rule breaking, so this spectrum progresses through increasing levels of violating the rules of play. In terms of the game rules, Salen and Zimmerman elaborates on two sets of rules in each games, ideal rules and actual rules. The ideal rules are the official regulations of the game, usually written on the game guidebook, and the actual rules are the code and conventions held by the play community, which reflects the consensus of how a game ought to be played. And this idea resonates with Bonasu's constitutive rules and skill rules. Constitutive rules set out the conditions for players to meet, resemble the ideal rules, both of which emphasize their relations to the game designers. And on the other hand, the skill rules are observed and operated by gamers. That is like actual rules. However, Gregensen argued that both Suits and Salen and Zimmerman's use of rules is problematic because they view rule only as a defining element of games. This conflated, which conflated it with the concept mechanics. Following Gregensen, Aarseth and Grabatak suggests that we can use rules to we need to situate the rules at the mental level, which is distinguish from the concept mechanics. So here the rules is understood as what individuals infer from the mechanics. By reviewing these literatures, two rules as the pivotal demarcation points on the spectrum are decided. I continue to employ the term ideal rules and actual rules, but expand their meanings to account the mental implications. In this research, the ideal rules denotes the game designer's expectations for players that they must meet for the game to exercise its effects. So on the game's official website, we can see the guideline for the Tears of the Kingdom states that set out for an adventure in a transformed and expanded Hyrule, find new way to exploit, create, and discover on an epic journey fueled by your imagination. So it's both the way of play this game is to exploit, create, and discover. We can also find the supposed gameplay from its trailer. And on the other hand, the actual rules related to the players, meaning certain conventions formed by the actual gameplay activities, including what we can and can't do in this game. For example, cheating is generally not accepted in a conventional sense. So here I would argue that compared to the actual rules, the ideal rules are relatively broad, which can offer only a referential frame for gameplay. And then I have identified three representational locations, which is along the spectrum, moving from creative play through metagaming without cheating to cheating. And the following part of this presentation will introduce the three categories of playing streams and illustrate the specific content each type of streams contains. First, the cheating streams. Cheating streams encompass the content where streamers violate the actual rules and mechanics. And such actions are somehow problematic for a broader play community in a common sense because they threaten to undermine the shared appreciation of the play experiences. I have mentioned before the cheating is a obvious example. And in these strings, the streamers usually exploited the glitches, bugs, or modes to achieve a specific objectives. And I shared an example here. The example shows how to quickly obtain an item called bomb flowers from Bokbring. To achieve this, the players need to follow a specific sequences of actions. They need to first wear a Bokbring's mask, and then place a homing chart at certain distance in front of him. At the same time, the player need to go behind its backs and press the A button. Then we have the second type of the transgressive play strings, which called metagaming without cheating. And this type of strings demonstrate how the streamers challenging the idea rules while simultaneously playing within the actual rules. The idea rules of the Tears of the Kingdom allows ask the players to explore the new land, create inventions, and discover new ways to build and combat. Instead of following this, metagaming streamers attempt to play another game within Tears of Kingdom. For example, this stream shows the streamers create some clips showing his performance of a piece of music using a Zonai devices. These streams are not just to play. Streamers of this type of streams are not just to play Tears of the Kingdom itself, but rather playing with this game by incorporating another games within the game world. And speedrunning is another example of playing a game within a game. However, there are different types of speedruns. Not all of them belongs to metagaming strings. In order to complete a game as quickly as possible, any percent runners always use the bugs or glitches. So this speed run should be classified as the cheating strings. And we also have glitchiness speed runs. The glitchiness speedruns don't allow to use these bugs, but require the speedrunners to be highly familiar with the game and possess the advanced skills. So this type of speedruns fit into the metagaming category. Finally, we have the creative play strings. And the third type of the strings exploit unexpected gameplay possibilities within the idea rules. In the Gamer Developers Conference in 2024, the developers of Tears of the Kingdom expressed that they're surprised by showing several examples of the players' unanticipated creations.
So you may have guessed there'd be a portable cooking pot. But I doubt anyone predicted the cooking pot would also have excellent suspension. Even we didn't predict that.
So the creativity of these streams primarily lies in the creation of unanticipated objects, such as sticking a bunch of logs or building Mickey Mouse using Zonai devices. Finally, the final part of this presentation returns to the pleasures derived from this transgressive streaming. The stream's content provide two interrelated pleasures: the pleasure of destruction and the pleasure of discovery. Transgressive play deconstructs the intended player-game relationships. the game's narrative structure, and even the ontology of the game itself. The destructive behavior enables the discovery of the game's hidden affordances and emergence possibilities, which encourage creative reconstruction of the gameplay experience. For instance, the speedrunners create the challenging external to the game world. The streamers become the heroes of their own narratives rather than embedding the game character link. By transforming the private play into public performance, game streams possess an inherent performativity, so it is insufficient to only concern the transgressive content when studying the pleasure of stream viewing. The streamer's performance acts as the catalyst, amplifying the enjoyment derived from these streams. Furthermore, the communicative interface offered by the stream platforms directs the viewer's attention towards the non-digest space, ensuring the recognition of the streamer's performance. So here brings to the end of my presentation. Thanks for your listening.